Hey guys, so today we take a look at the Rapoo MT500, a 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that's been designed to work both for Mac and for PC. It was provided by Banggood, so thanks to them for making this video possible, and I'll have links in the description if you want to check it out. Now, most mechanical keyboards are meant to be used with PCs only, so it's nice to see one that shares both layouts and shortcuts. And being only $65 at the time of filming, I think it's worth considering for the quality you get. So without waiting any further, we'll take a look at it. So it comes in a nice box. Apart from the foreign prints, I could see a box like this in store in North America, as the branding looks super pro. The keyboard comes nicely packed with a micro USB cable, and that cable seems of pretty good quality with gold-plated connectors and a nice thickness. But I used one of my magnetic cables since day one. By leaving a magnetic connector in the keyboard, you can easily plug and unplug it as you wish. It's great if you want to swap between multiple keyboards or even multiple devices, and it's also practical to use it across multiple computers, let's say at work and at home. I'll have a link to this exact magnetic cable in the description if you're interested. Now, physically, I think this keyboard looks amazing. The top part has a brushed aluminum finish and the bottom is made out of plastic, but it feels solid. I would have liked an all aluminum body, but for the price, I can't really complain. Also, the plastic feels really good and won't scratch easily, and it doesn't look bad either. It also features large rubber pads which keep it in place when typing. And the flip-out feet are rock solid, with rubber pads too, which is a nice touch. It's a 10 keyless keyboard, so you don't get a numpad, but you still have arrow keys and function keys. The keycaps are double shot, which is great as the legends won't fade out over time. They're made out of an ABS and PC blend, which is a bit better than ABS alone, as polycarbonate does not yellow as easily over time, and it's more impact resistant too. The font looks pretty good too, not too edgy. And they also have the Mac Legends printed on top, which is a nice reminder when using it on a Mac. And you might have noticed that the keycaps are a bit flatter than regular keycaps. Well, that's because the keyboard uses low profile switches. The stems are slightly shorter and the travel distance is 1.5mm instead of 2. And these are not cherry switches, they're Rapoo branded, so I don't know exactly how they compare against other brands' red switches like Gatorons or Kales. And I have to say that I don't really feel the difference between these and regular switches, but I like the idea of having a less chunky looking mechanical keyboard. And unfortunately, you can't install third-party keycaps, as the stems are not Cherry MX compatible. They're a bit smaller, so regular keycaps wobble when installed. And even if they were the right size, the bottom modifier keys have various width compared to the standard NC layout, which would also be a problem with most third-party keycap sets. As for how the switches feel, they're really similar to Gatoron Browns, but without the bump. They have a 45-gram actuation force, but surprisingly they don't feel that much like Reds, apart from the fact that they're linear. Being used to brown switches, the transition was easy and I did not make a lot of typos, which is surprising for Red switches. And they're great for gaming too, as they're linear. The stabilizers are great as well, they don't wobble and the keys go down perfectly straight. Now, to give you an idea, here's a little sound test comparing these against Cherry MX Reds and Gatoron Browns. This keyboard also features white LEDs. I think it suits perfectly its neutral theme. You get 3 levels of brightness, and there's also a breathing mode where you can control the speed of the animation. And you can turn them off too. Also, the caps lock and scroll lock lights only light up when they're activated. It's pretty basic, but I like it like that. And in a dark room, it simply looks amazing. Now, as I said earlier, the keyboard supports both the Mac and Windows layouts. You can switch between both using the function and insert key combo, and from my tests, it worked pretty well and both layouts were as expected. The key modifiers like Command and Option are where they should be. However, the function keys are slightly different, but it's not a big deal. And still, it's great to have that option on a keyboard that matches the Mac aesthetic like that. So overall, I really like this keyboard. It's almost perfect. The only downside is that you can't easily replace the keycaps, but if you didn't want to change them anyway, then this keyboard is probably perfect for you. And the keycaps that come with the keyboard are pretty good already. I love how it looks, the switches feel great and they're not too loud. And it feels premium, although the price is pretty low, making it a keyboard that I would recommend. And finally, as I said earlier, I'll have links to it in the description, so check it out if you're interested. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you liked the video if you did, and if you didn't, just let me know what I should change in the comments down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe if you still haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.